Hello everyone and welcome to Google Cloud Certified Professional Machine Learning Engineer course, and this video will be covering exam overview, strategy and some tips. So something about myself. I have 20 years experience in IT industry with focus on cloud, data engineering, machine learning and DevOps. I hold more than 50 plus certification in all the above fields. I am a two-time Google Professional Machine Learning Engineer certified and also two-time Google Professional Data Engineer certified. And here is my LinkedIn profile. So if you search by my name Deepak Dubey, you should be able to see my profile and it looks something like this. So this is just in case you want to connect or you want to follow. Okay, this is my Google Cloud Certified Machine Learning Engineer certification, and this was second time when I passed it on 19 June 2023, and this was the first time on 6 December 2020 for Professional Machine Learning Engineer, and this is for the Professional Data Engineer, first time on 6 January 2020 and second time Professional Data Engineer 20 February 2023. So I am bringing this so that I actually strongly advise you that you get Professional Data Engineer first and then you sit or appear for the Machine Learning Engineer, because a lot of information or the knowledge you acquire for the Data Engineer course or when you prepare for that will come handy for Machine Learning Engineer. Okay, now how to book the exam. So go to if you go to cloud, so I'll just showcase you. So you can just search for Google Machine Learning Engineer, the first link, Professional Machine Learning Engineer certification from Google Cloud. So if you go there and if you just scroll up a bit, you will have a register button. So just click that and you will be taken to the Google Cloud Criterion website, web assessor, and then if you don't have an account, go just top right, create new account and fill in your details. Once you have done so, come back and this part is you just click and register first time, and you will be taken to web assessor, then create new button. After you register, once you are inside there, you can do the exam registration. So this is how it looks like. So the fees may vary depending on the country. So here in India it was cost was different, so I'll showcase that as well. Okay, so once you have registered, you can pick and choose the date and time that you prefer. So exam cost, so 200 USD listed price, which we have already seen. So it may vary depending on the country. Here in India it's 120 USD. And total I paid was 141.60 USD after taxes and all, and price is same regardless of whether you opt for home or at exam center. So you have a choice. You can do remotely proctored at home or go to the exam center, but price would be same. So herein you can see for this particular exam you can have the option both on site or the remote proctored. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and you can choose day and time. But only one thing is if you go at the exam center, you don't have to worry about whether the internet breaks, or you don't have to ask for bathroom. Like when you are doing remotely proctored, like you have to ask you have to like chat, like go for bathroom breaks or something, and you have to continuously stare at your computer because they don't want you to like you should look elsewhere. So like you have to focus. So I find it much more tiring to appear at home, and I usually prefer to go to exam center because I don't have to worry about all these things messing up the exam. So certification exam overview. So there are 50 to 60 questions which has to be answered in 2 hours. In my case it was 60 questions. So there are no negative marks. So make sure you attend each and every question, and all multiple choice questions, and you most likely 90% of time the pattern would be one right answer out of 4, so A, B, C, D, and in some situation it can be 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 6. So roughly that is about 2 minutes for every question. For in my case it was 60, so 2 minutes. So just make sure that there's so in the exam also for every question it will show you like question number 1 to 60, 2 to 63 to 60. So you will know exact question number that you are on, and there will be a timer at top, so you can see like how much time has progressed from the beginning of the exam. So questions can be answered and also marked for review if you want to review later. So as you are going through all the question, make sure you pick because make sure you make the guess or like choose the right answer. But if you're not sure, you can come back and there's a button for mark for review later. So I'll just show you how it looks like. So let's say there'll be like for example option A, B, C, D, and under that there will be a box for mark for review later. So it will look something like mark for review. So this is you can just check. You can just make a check if in case you are not sure. So you can just make a check. In that case, let's say after you finish your 50 to 60 question, there is an option to like go through all the questions which you have marked for review, and you can then change your mind or just confirm whether those answers were correct or not. Okay. So no pen and paper allowed or provided. So usually for this question, like if you want to do some mathematics, especially for machine learning, but it's not allowed. So you have to do it mentally. And certification is valid for 2 years, and it can be, as I mentioned, on-site or it can be remotely proctored. Pass or fail, marks will not be shared. So this is just something to be like be aware of. So usually when we pass we don't care, but if we fail we want us to be like notified in which section we are weak and we can prepare. But for Google exam this is not the case. You will not be told what is your marks and which section you need to strengthen yourself. So this is just something to be aware of. And just a note, like exam is I consider this exam to be hard, so just make sure you prepare well. So my exam strategy, so what I would do is like process of elimination. So usually exam will, let's say, have A, B, C, D, and I will go through all the options A, B, C, D, and let's say I know that A and D are definitely wrong, so I will just choose between B and C. So make sure you eliminate the wrong ones first because it's easier, and make a mental note that which ones are right. So it would actually you can rule out immediately most of the time, and then make a decision or a guess between the last two remaining strong options. So at this point, if you have come to this, if you are making the guess between the two strong options, so make sure you mark for review, because you are definitely sure that you are not sure or confident about the answer. So make sure you mark for review in case you come into this point. And on my first go, I made a choice and marked all questions for review later. So this is something like when you start, for example, first 20-30 minutes, your brain is just warming up. So I would actually mark a lot of 10 to 15 questions for review, so that you pick up speed and momentum. And as you are seeing more and more questions and answers, you don't have to mark for review much. So usually I have 10 to 20 questions till I feel okay, I have picked up speed and my mind has like 100% warmed up, and then I will do mark for review less and less. But you can also do the similar thing. And on the second run, so once I have gone through all 50 to 60 questions, so I have read through all my answers and either confirmed or changed my choice. So this is on the second run. So I have gone all 1 to 60 questions, and then I just go for the questions which I have marked for review, and I can either change my answer or don't change my answer. So and also for example, let's say 1 to 50, I wouldn't from 51 to 60, for example, last 10 questions, I wouldn't mark for review much, because I am at the end and I don't have to come back, because I just want to go back to the earlier questions which I got for the first 1 hour of my exam. Let's say first 1 hour or first 90 minutes of my exam. Okay, top topics. So Vertex AI, this is big because it is all in one solution for everything machine learning. Then you have TensorFlow. Make sure you are comfortable with TensorFlow concepts, all those code and everything about TensorFlow. Then you have TensorFlow Extended, then TensorFlow Data Validation, then TensorFlow Transform. So data validation and transform are also part of TFX, TensorFlow Extended. And BigQuery ML. BigQuery ML is will be there for everything that is like, if you have data in SQL and you don't want to write any code or something, you can develop model directly into BigQuery. So this will be a big thing for the exam. and you have Kubeflow for all your running machine learning ML pipelines on the Kubernetes directly. So nowadays we don't do anything on virtual machines, and everything is Kubeflow. So this is for custom training and all. And you make sure you are comfortable with fundamentals of machine learning, all the algorithms, models, all those things. And feature engineering, this is also very big. So all the data pre-processing, how you, like, for example, some topics like one hot encoding, dummy hash and encoding, all those things, bucketization, and machine ML ops. This is for same as DevOps, but for ML ops. So this is encompasses everything from ML model development all the way to training, evaluation, serving, deployment. So this is the everything end to end. Then you have make sure you know what is overfitting, underfitting, how to prevent overfitting, underfitting, regularization, types of regularization. And AutoML is when you have your data, but you have data and labels, but you don't want to write any code. So AutoML will come into picture. So make sure what all things AutoML can handle. Then you have pre-trained APIs. So you have Vision API, Translation API, Natural Language API. So this is in case you don't want to go with AutoML, like you don't want to write any your own code also. So this is the easiest. Then you have AutoML, which is in between. Then you have your custom training. When you want maximum control, and you have custom training. So this is if you want maximum control. This is the easiest, medium, hardest. Then make sure you're comfortable with training, serving, skew, and drift detection. This is again tied back to the ML ops. So Vertex AI. So I just want to bring these two screenshots for Vertex AI, because Vertex AI is all-in-one solution. So you have dashboard, workbench for your notebooks, Jupyter notebooks. Then inside pipelines will be complete end-to-end pipelines. And then this is new feature, so I'll not talk about it. So we feature store. Then you have data sets. You can see all your data sets. You have model development. All your training models. You can see their performance metrics and all. Then going down. So this is already covered. Then experiments, metadata, and then model registry. All your model which you have deployed. You can see the registry over here. You can have online prediction, batch predictions. So that by these two screenshots you will understand how important is Vertex AI. Okay, now tips for guesswork. So this is the last resort in case you are not sure and you have gone through like mark for review or all those things, but still you are at the end. Then choose ideal recommended solution. So basically follow the reference architectures when you want to do a guesswork. This is the last resort. Okay, choose Google product over other products. Of course, this is a Google exam, so they would like to market their own product over other products. So go with that. And if there's some on-premises solution, open source, all those things, choose that. This is guesswork. This is the last resort. Avoid complex, convoluted, lengthy, manual, error-prone, cumbersome solution. So in case some solution looks very like running some scripts or running virtual machines, trying to connect too many solution services together, anything manual and all, just avoid those. This is again guesswork. If you are a little bit unsure or question is too time consuming, as I mentioned, mark for review later. So this is anyway we have come to the last part, which is the guesswork. And after reading through all 60 questions, you will figure out some unsure questions. So this is the so that's why I said like once you have gone through all the 60 questions, make sure you have some time to like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. So you can basically change some answers, because this will bring in new knowledge as you are going through all the question and answers. So probably you can fix 4 to 5 question at the end. So that can make all the difference between passing and failing the exam. And if all else fail, go with your first guess. So just go with the first guess in case you are don't change. If you first guess whatever your first gut feeling, just go with that. And do review. So sample questions, there are 20 questions which they have given. So if I come here for the same professional machine learning engineer exam, so you will we have talked about registration, and if you go down here on the same page, you will have sample questions and the exam guide. So if you click those links, you will come to here. You will have this will give you a taste of how the question looks like, and then you have exam guide. So exam guide is consisting of 7 sections. Section 1, framing ML problems. Section 2, architecting ML solutions. Section 3, designing data preparation and processing systems. And section 4, developing ML models. Section 5, automating and orchestrating ML pipelines. Section 6, monitoring, optimizing and maintaining ML solutions. 6 section, total of 6 sections. Okay. Then exam guide. Make sure you review all those. And small motivation. So if you pass the exam, on my second passing, I got they will send you a email and you can opt for a free gift. And this time I took this coffee cup, and I think this is the only thing which is available right now. But first time when I passed, I got this particular sleeveless vest. So this is just a small motivation, so that you prepare a bit harder. Of course, nobody wants to lose money, but if you pass and you have something else to also enjoy in your life, definitely, why not? And that's all. Thanks for watching.